Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel.
Hi guys, welcome back. Today, we're diving into one of the biggest unsolved mysteries in General Hospital fandom. What's really going on between Nancy Lee Grahn and Laura Wright? Fans have speculated for years about a possible feud between these two powerhouse actresses, but is there any truth to it? Or is it all just rumors that have taken on a life of their own? In this deep dive, we'll explore not only what might be happening behind the scenes but also the fascinating dynamic between their on-screen characters. Are they avoiding each other? Are they simply too different to work closely? Or is something much bigger at play? Buckle up, because this story is filled with drama, speculation, and a whole lot of unanswered questions. The elephant in the room, Nancy Lee Grahn's possible exit? One of the more shocking elements surrounding this rumored feud is the speculation that Nancy Lee Grahn could be on the verge of being let go from General Hospital. In recent years, Nancy has been outspoken about her political views, especially on social media, where she hasn't held back from criticizing former President Donald Trump and the Republican Party. This has led to heated debates among fans, some of whom support her outspokenness, while others believe her comments could put her job at risk. Rumors have circulated that GH's executive producer Frank Valentini and the network might not be happy with her public statements, leading some to believe that her days on the show could be numbered. But is there actual evidence that she's being pushed out, or is this just fan speculation? For now, there's no official word from the network, but if tensions behind the scenes are already running high, as some suspect, could this supposed Cold War with Laura Wright be another reason for her potential exit? A history of bad blood? Fans can't help but notice that Nancy Lee Grahn, Alexis Davis, and Laura Wright, Carly Spencer, are rarely, if ever, seen together on screen. But why? Some longtime viewers believe that this separation is completely intentional, and not just a creative decision. Could it be that the actresses simply don't get along? According to some sources, the tension between them has been building for years. One of the most infamous rumors surrounding their alleged feud dates back to a few years ago, when Nancy was scheduled for back surgery. At the time, some fans speculated that she strategically timed the procedure to avoid filming scenes with Laura Wright. It sounds like a far-fetched theory, but the fact that they continue to be kept apart on screen only fuels the fire. If true, this would suggest that their issues go deeper than just professional disagreements. Are they actively avoiding each other? And if so, why? Two queens, one show, is there room for both? One fascinating theory about why Nancy and Laura might not see eye to eye is the idea that there's only room for one queen in General Hospital's kingdom. Both actresses have dominated GH for years, each with a fiercely loyal fan base. But could this long-running soap only have space for one leading lady? Some fans think so. Nancy Lee Grahn, Alexis Davis, has been a General Hospital staple for decades. She's known for her sharp wit, legal expertise, and no-nonsense attitude. Fans love Alexis for her intelligence and resilience, and many consider her to be one of the most compelling characters in Port Charles. Laura Wright, Carly Spencer, on the other hand, is one of the biggest powerhouses in the soap world. As Carly, she commands attention in every scene, and her storyline has been a centerpiece of the show for years. She has a massive presence both on and off-screen. With two dominant personalities leading the show, some wonder if there's been behind-the-scenes tension over screen time, major storylines, and overall star power. Could that be why they've been so carefully kept apart? It's possible that the show's producers have decided to keep the actresses in separate storylines to prevent real-life drama from affecting the show. If that's the case, it's a strategic move, but one that fans have definitely noticed. Behind-the-scenes divisions, two camps in Port Charles? Another interesting element of this ongoing speculation is that the General Hospital cast seems to be divided into two groups. It's no secret that actors often form friendships behind the scenes, and according to some longtime viewers, it seems like Nancy Lee Grahn and Laura Wright belong to completely different social circles. Nancy reportedly sticks with her own close-knit group of castmates, while Laura has her own inner circle. Some fans even suggest that this division has created an unspoken rule, keeping the two leading ladies apart as much as possible. This could explain why their characters rarely interact. While Alexis and Carly are far from being best friends on screen, it would make sense for them to cross paths more often than they do. Yet, for years, their interactions have been minimal, almost as if they exist in two different versions of Port Charles. Does this mean there's an actual rift behind the scenes? Or is it just a natural separation based on different personalities and friendships? On-screen drama, the custody battle that never was. One of the more interesting coincidences in this situation is that even on-screen, their characters don't seem to get along. Both Alexis and Carly have strong personalities, and when they do cross paths, it's usually because of family drama or legal trouble. One of the biggest plotlines that could have brought them together in recent years was the fight over Willow and Drew's kids, but instead of working together, they stayed in separate lanes. Could the writers be mirroring real-life tensions in their storylines? Or is this simply a creative decision meant to keep things interesting? Regardless, it's another example of how General Hospital has gone out of its way to keep these two apart, which only fuels more speculation. Final thoughts, feud or fiction? So, what's really going on between Nancy Lee Grahn and Laura Wright? At this point, we have no official confirmation of a feud, but the evidence suggests that something is keeping them apart, whether it's personal differences, behind-the-scenes drama, or just a conscious decision by the showrunners. For now, neither actress has addressed the rumors directly, and it's unlikely they ever will. But as long as they continue to avoid each other on screen, fans will keep asking questions. Could their rivalry be a case of two strong personalities clashing? Or is it simply a matter of creative direction? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, Port Charles has never been big enough for two queens, and as long as both Nancy and Laura remain on General Hospital, the mystery will continue. What do you think? Do you believe there's a real feud between Nancy Lee Grahn and Laura Wright? Or is it all just fan speculation? Next, we're diving into an intense and chilling story from General Hospital, one that involves betrayal, redemption, and a villain who sees himself as a savior. This is a tale of twisted justice, dark secrets, and a horrifying mission that could change everything in Port Charles. As we unravel the details, you'll see that nothing is as it seems, and the lines between right and wrong blur in the mind of one man, Cyrus Renaud. His acts have left a trail of destruction, but in his own mind, he's carrying out divine justice. Let's get into it. An unexpected discovery. Joss enters the lion's den deep in the woods. Jocelyn Jacks storms into Austin's remote cabin, her heart pounding as she pushes open the creaky door. She had heard whispers about Cyrus hiding out here, and now, as she steps into the dimly lit room, she knows she's onto something big. Dust lingers in the air, and the smell of old wood and something else, something foul, makes her stomach turn. Her eyes scan the small cabin, her breath hitching as she spots scattered syringes and empty vials on a rickety table. The scene is unsettling, but she steels herself and presses forward. Joss moves carefully, knowing she has little time before someone, or worse, Cyrus himself, returns. She rifles through a pile of documents, her fingers shaking as she comes across a hospital band, Dex's name printed across it in bold letters. A sickening realization washes over her. "What the hell is going on here?" she whispers. And then, a noise. A heavy boot scuffs against the wooden floor. Someone is outside. A deadly confrontation. Lucky versus Cyrus back at Liz's house. The air is thick with tension as Cyrus Renault towers over her, a syringe clutched in his hand. His expression is almost sorrowful, like a man who believes he is about to commit an act of mercy rather than murder. Nothing must jeopardize the mission, Cyrus murmurs. His voice is eerily calm, sending shivers down Liz's spine. Her pulse races. No, please, there has to be another way, she cries, desperately searching for a way out. But before Cyrus can plunge the needle into her, a thunderous crash erupts from the door. Get away from her. Liz barely has time to process what's happening before Lucky Spencer bursts into the room. His eyes blaze with fury as he takes in the scene. She scrambles to grab her phone, her fingers fumbling over the screen as she dials 911. The world tilts as Lucky collapses to his knees, his breaths growing shallow. Cyrus, now unconscious on the floor, has been stopped, but at what cost? Cyrus' twisted mission, a false messiah before the confrontation. Cyrus had spoken at length about his mission, his delusional belief that he was chosen to free souls from their suffering. His words, chilling yet filled with conviction, painted a portrait of a man who saw himself as both executioner and savior. In God's eyes, we are all family, he had cried moments before. I was given the power to free these trapped souls. Liz had listened in stunned silence as he spoke of Lulu, of how he believed that her family was failing her, allowing her to remain in a coma with no hope of recovery. In his mind, he was doing her a favor, delivering her to what he saw as the beauty of heaven. So that's why you turned off her ventilator? Liz had whispered, horrified. Cyrus had simply shaken his head. No, that was much later. He had explained, with unnerving calm, that his first attempt had gone wrong. He had chosen the wrong medication, one that caused Lulu's liver to fail, drawing too much attention to his work. But that failure had only made him more determined to continue. The room had grown colder as he revealed his justification for Sam's death, how her organ donation interfered with the Lord's will. Killing her was the consequence of her interfering in God's plan, he had said. Liz had shuddered as he went on, unapologetic, detailing his next act of mercy, Dex. He saw me near Sam's room, Cyrus admitted. And let's not forget, he almost killed me once on Sonny's orders. But, of course, Cyrus had claimed he held no hatred for Dex. I forgave him long ago, he had insisted. There was no malice in my heart toward Officer Heller. His words, his delusions, his utter conviction. Liz had felt trapped, drowning in the madness of it all. And then, the final revelation had come. You wanted to free Michael too, she had realized, her voice barely above a whisper. Cyrus had nodded solemnly. He was in pain. Liz's mind had reeled. This wasn't just some random series of killings, this was a carefully planned mission. A mission built on twisted faith and self-righteousness. And perhaps most chillingly, Cyrus had spoken of his own mother, the one person he hadn't been able to save. My brother Martin won't let me set her free, he had gritted out. He keeps her trapped in that bed, suffering. Liz had seen it then. In Cyrus' mind, this was his version of healing. And that was the moment she realized the true danger she was in. The aftermath, what happens next? With Cyrus finally subdued, the aftermath of his actions leaves Port Charles shaken. Will Lucky survive the injection? His condition remains uncertain, and if Cyrus' drug was truly lethal, the Spencer family may be facing a devastating loss. What will Joss uncover in Austin's cabin? She's already found evidence linking Cyrus to Dex's murder, but could there be more to his plan? What will happen to Cyrus now? Will he be locked away for good, or will his web of manipulation allow him to escape justice once again? And what about Martin? If Cyrus truly believes his brother is keeping their mother prisoner, could he target Martin next? Port Charles has seen many villains, but Cyrus Renault's brand of evil is different, because he doesn't see himself as evil at all. Final thoughts: the madness of Cyrus Renault. What makes Cyrus Renault such a chilling figure is his belief in his own righteousness. He doesn't see himself as a criminal, a killer, or even a villain. He sees himself as a messenger, carrying out divine will. This is what makes him so dangerous. With his mission unfinished, one question remains: who's next on his list? Next, we're diving into a story that proves that sometimes, real-life drama can be even messier than what we see on screen. We're talking about General Hospital star Steve Burton, whose personal life has been making headlines for all the wrong reasons. While he's known for playing the tough and loyal Jason Morgan on the hit ABC soap, his real-life struggles have been far from scripted. From a nasty custody battle to personal betrayals, Steve Burton has been forced to live out a public nightmare, and it seems like the drama just won't end. So, what exactly is going on? Why has his personal life become such a public spectacle? And more importantly, how has it affected the actor both professionally and personally? Let's break it all down. Steve Burton's custody war, a battle with no end in sight. At the center of Steve Burton's ongoing turmoil is his custody dispute with his ex-wife, Sherry Burton. Court documents reveal heated arguments over finances, living arrangements, and, most shockingly, accusations of deception. Steve has claimed that Sherry lied to her own lawyer, a serious allegation that has only added fuel to an already explosive situation. But that's not all. Steve has also been frustrated about how the custody arrangement has impacted his life. As part of his efforts to be close to his daughter Brooklyn, he now has to spend extended periods in Tennessee, which disrupts his work and personal life. If that weren't enough, there's also been tension over his new fiancée, Michelle Lundstrom. Sherry has reportedly made snarky remarks about Michelle, making an already complicated situation even worse. It's clear that Steve Burton wants to keep things civil for the sake of his daughter, but given how messy things have become, it doesn't seem like this battle will be resolved anytime soon. Why Steve Burton wants this to disappear at this point? It's no secret that Steve Burton is not happy about how his private life has been put under a microscope. While celebrity gossip is nothing new, there's something about having your personal struggles dissected in public that can be incredibly humiliating. For Steve, the worst part is that he never wanted this to happen. He's been forced to deal with a situation that spiraled completely out of control. From the outside looking in, it seems clear that he just wants to move on. But the more he tries to keep quiet, the more the speculation grows. So far, he has refrained from making any additional public comments on the matter, which suggests that he's hoping the media will lose interest and the situation will eventually fade away. But in a world where social media keeps every scandal alive, that may not happen as quickly as he hopes. The shocking truth behind his divorce. To understand the full story, we have to rewind back to 2022, when Steve Burton's marriage to Sherry came crashing down in the most public way possible. What was meant to be a private matter suddenly became headline news when Steve was forced to make a public statement, one that shocked his fans and changed his life forever. Sherry had announced that she was pregnant, leading many to assume that Steve was the father. But in a move that no one saw coming, Steve took to social media to set the record straight. He revealed that the baby was not his and that he and Sherry had already separated. It was a stunning and heartbreaking revelation. After years of being seen as the perfect couple, their marriage was over, and not in a quiet, amicable way. Instead, it became soap opera-worthy drama that played out in front of millions. From that moment on, things only got worse. A career overshadowed by personal chaos. For decades, Steve Burton has been a soap opera icon. His portrayal of Jason Morgan on General Hospital made him one of the most beloved actors in daytime television. His character was known for his loyalty, his strength, and his unwavering sense of duty. But in recent years, it seems like Steve's real life has been filled with just as many twists and turns as the show he became famous for. Between his divorce scandal, his custody battle, and the relentless public scrutiny, it's no surprise that fans are concerned about how this is affecting him. While Steve has remained professional and dedicated to his craft, there's no denying that personal drama can impact a career. Hollywood is a tough industry, and the public perception of an actor can make or break opportunities. Could this ongoing controversy impact his future in the entertainment industry? Only time will tell. Will Steve Burton ever speak out? So far, Steve Burton has remained relatively quiet about the drama surrounding his personal life. Aside from his initial statement confirming that his marriage had ended due to Sherry's pregnancy with another man, he has chosen to keep his thoughts private. But will that silence last forever? If history has taught us anything, it's that celebrities often reach a breaking point. If the rumors and speculation continue, Steve might feel forced to defend himself, especially if it begins to affect his career, reputation, or ability to see his daughter. For now, he seems focused on moving forward, but whether the world will let him do that in peace is another question entirely. Final thoughts: the real-life soap opera. Steve Burton might be known for playing Jason Morgan, but right now, his real life is playing out like a soap opera of its own. A scandalous divorce that shook his fans to the core. A bitter custody battle that has no clear resolution. Personal humiliation as his private struggles become public knowledge. It's the kind of drama that General Hospital writers would be proud of, except this time, it's all too real. The biggest question now is how Steve will move forward. Will he ever speak out? Will he find a way to rebuild his personal life away from the spotlight? Or will this real-life soap opera continue to follow him for years to come? One thing's for sure, this story is far from over. Next, we're diving into the incredible journey of General Hospital star Taj Bello, who has made a lasting impression as Dr. T.J. Ashford on the beloved ABC soap. Despite his character's recent lack of screen time, Bello has been making waves in the industry, earning recognition for his outstanding performances. But what's next for TJ? And is Bello really leaving General Hospital? Fans have been buzzing with speculation, and we're here to break it all down for you. From the emotional roller coaster of his latest storyline to the well-deserved accolades he's been receiving, let's celebrate Taj Bello's journey and uncover what the future might hold for him. A well-deserved celebration. Taj Bello's moment in the spotlight. Fans may have noticed that T.J. Ashford hasn't been on screen as much since his heartbreaking split from Molly Lansing Davis. But that hasn't stopped Taj Bello from receiving well-earned praise for his stellar performances. Recently, Bello took to Instagram to reflect on his success and gratitude for the recognition he's received. Alongside a series of photos, he expressed his appreciation for the love and support from fans and industry insiders alike. His first photo? A stunning snapshot of him relaxing at the El Badi Palace in Marrakech, Morocco, an image that beautifully symbolizes his reflective mood. In his caption, Bello wrote, "What a year we had. Raised fist, medium dark skin tone, General Hospital." Playing Dr. T.J. Ashford has been a groundbreaking experience for my career. Pouring into T.J. as he poured into me has been illuminating in many regards. His words show just how deeply he has connected with his role, proving that T.J. is more than just a character, he's been an integral part of Bello's artistic journey. Taj Bello's performance leaves a lasting impact. One of the most emotionally intense moments for TJ in 2024 was the gut-wrenching storyline involving the loss of his surrogate baby. It was a storyline that tested the limits of his acting ability, and he rose to the occasion with an unforgettable performance. Bello acknowledged how difficult it was to portray TJ's pain, writing, "Grieving such immense loss took everything in me, and I'm blessed that my work resonated with you all." The emotional depth and authenticity he brought to the role did not go unnoticed. His portrayal of a man devastated by grief, struggling to cope with the breakdown of his relationship with Molly, left audiences in tears. Soap fans across the internet have showered him with praise, and several soap industry outlets have recognized him as a top performer of 2024. One fan even commented, "We have all been missing you on GH. You are so talented and deserve recognition for your outstanding work. You broke me with the scenes after Irene's death. I am in awe of your talent. Can't wait to see what's next for you." Clearly, his performance struck a powerful emotional chord with viewers, and it's no surprise that fans are eager to see more of him on their screens. Co-stars and industry peers show their support. The impact of Bello's work hasn't gone unnoticed by his fellow actors either. Many of his GH co-stars took to social media to show their admiration and support. Andy Wilson, who plays Zeke Robinson, responded to Bello's post with a simple but powerful raised fist medium dark skin tone, raising hands medium dark skin tone, a nod of respect to his incredible work. Christina Ferraro, who plays Dr. Navarro, also chimed in, writing, clapping hands clapping hands clapping hands. Given that her character had significant interactions with TJ during the surrogacy storyline, she witnessed firsthand just how much Bello poured into those scenes. When your co-stars praise your work so openly, it's clear that you're making an impact not just with fans, but within the industry itself. Is Taj Bello leaving General Hospital? Fans speculate about TJ's future. While fans are celebrating Bello's success, many have started to question his future on the show. With TJ's screen time dwindling, some fear that he may be on his way out. Several fans have commented on social media, wondering if Bello's reflective Instagram post could be hinting at an upcoming departure. After all, many actors who take a moment to reflect on their time on a show often follow it up with an exit announcement. However, there has been no official confirmation from Bello or General Hospital about his status on the show. At this point, it seems like he's simply celebrating his achievements rather than saying goodbye. And for fans who love TJ, that's good news, at least for now. What's next for TJ Ashford? Even though TJ has been off-screen more than usual, his character arc is far from finished. With Molly moving forward in her life, it's only a matter of time before we see how TJ rebuilds his own future. Could we see him thrown into a new romance? Will his work as a doctor take him down a different path? And will he ever truly heal from the pain of losing his child and his marriage? There are so many unanswered questions, and fans are eager for GH to bring TJ back to the forefront. Bello himself even teased his excitement for the 2024 Emmy Awards, suggesting that his journey as TJ is still something he deeply values. This could mean that he has more to give in Port Charles, perhaps a major storyline shakeup is coming. Final thoughts, celebrating Taj Bello's success and looking forward. Taj Bello has proven time and time again that he is an incredible talent. Despite his recent absence from General Hospital, his performance as TJ Ashford continues to resonate deeply with fans and critics alike. His emotional portrayal of grief and heartbreak has been recognized across the soap world. His peers have acknowledged his talent and praised his work publicly. Fans continue to show their unwavering support, proving that his impact extends beyond just GH. While we don't know exactly what's next for TJ Ashford, one thing is certain, Taj Bello deserves all the praise he's been getting. Whether he stays on General Hospital or moves on to new projects, his career is one to watch.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye.